A very good afternoon to all those who are connected. This is our 78th continuing medical education event that's being organized by Faculty of Medicine, Biosciences and Nursing, Massa University. A warm welcome to all those who are connected today. Today's speaker is Professor Mohammed Iftikhar. He's a professor of orthopedic surgery at Faculty of Medicine, Bioscience, Nursing, Massa University. He has 30 plus years of experience in clinical services, medical education, health industry, medical devices prototyping, clinical data analysis, operations, and developing data solution through digital library for medical apps like AutoRob teleconsultation system for orthopedic surgeons, TAPEX, the technology assisted physical examinoscope. He has further experience in developing, generating around 35 plus medical devices, apps, and solutions. He has hands-on experience as PI in coordinating and building strategists with tooling and approaches to support secure, resilient, and scalable data management and cloud platforms. He has secured more than 80 national and international awards in dozens of innovation expos like ITEX Malaysia, MTE, Bio Malaysia, Pereka, Pesipta, and various other awards he has got to add. Without delay, I would like to invite him. Today he's going to discuss on the topic that medical universities beyond research and services. So I would like to invite Prof. Iftikhar to deliver his talk. Prof, over to you, Prof. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Deepa. Thank you for very detailed introduction. Basically, I'm the learning in medical devices innovations. I'm a basically learner. Basically, professor of orthopedic surgery at Massa University. And through my experience and coordination and collaboration with different engineers, I learned this one. So that I'm going to share with you. So today my topic is beyond research and services, our medical universities, medical schools, or medical colleges. Thank you again for everyone. This is our beautiful university, Massa University. Those who did not visit, please come and visit. So definitely you will enjoy. It's a very big campus and very one of the latest university in Malaysia. So every day, everywhere we see and listens many medical devices, innovations, and we can see nowadays augmented virtual reality. How you feel when the surgeon is standing in front of a patient going for operation, and he can see the skeleton separately, the soft tissue separately, lungs, heart, brain, and he know where is a problem. He can directly approach to the patients and can go. So this augmented virtual reality is really contributing a lot in the medical field of medicine. Artificial intelligence in every field, from industry to the medical devices in industry, everywhere artificial intelligence is there. LiDAR technique is there. Recently, if you go for I remember is Apple, I think so 12 or something, this one, they have, suddenly they see when they take the picture, suddenly you can see the skeleton. Then they hide this technology from the common users, but it was their own for few weeks or month. So people are going for this new application for the LiDAR technology. Internet of Things and telemedicines definitely is another field. And you can see that people can see their bones just by their handphones rather than going for X-ray, MRIs, CT scan, ultrasonography, right? So people are going fast. So just any fracture, immediately you can use your handphone and you can see your bone. The things are coming. In fact, the techniques have been developed already. They should need the FDA and other approvals. Nanotechnology everywhere. You can kill the cancer cell. You can give the radiotherapy and going to manage the diabetes and all these. Nanotechnology will be the future of medicine. Like 3D printing, how you feel? Somebody had a kidney failure and their kidney is going to be printed, and most probably they can be in future, they can be functional also. Yeah, in the beginning, maybe only for the cosmetic reason, like you can see the eyes. In the beginning, maybe only for cosmetic reasons. But who knows, one day you can see your functional eye, functional kidney or liver may be difficult, but the heart is just like a pumping machine, so they can develop heart. So who knows? Blockchain, because the medical information is always secret, we cannot share. Being a doctor or being a medical staff or paramedical staff or nurses, we cannot share everything. Now everywhere, whether it's a cryptocurrency or the government in high profile informations, the blockchain is working. Nice. It can be misused, but it can be used for good purpose, for the transferring of the healthcare information regarding patient information, the patient data from one place to another place. Surgical robots, you will see the different robots are coming in future. Not only the robots and cardboards and all many things are coming in future. If you see this one, even he's so intelligent. He passed the China National Medical License exam, theory exam, and the robot scored 5 marks, about 96 points higher than the required marks. He passed the exam because nowadays the digital library, just feed the digital library, he extracts the answers and he replies. So he's very good compared to the medical doctors. Definitely the medical doctors are medical doctors, and we are talking about the knowledge, the information. So he passed the exam. Microbiomes is another area where the medical scientists are working. We have many microbes that is healthy for the human being. If some pathological bacteria or virus, they attack on us, so maybe we enhance our own normal flora of the body and they compete like a war. If our healthy bacteria are more compared to the pathogens, those who are creating the disease, yeah, definitely we will be winner. So this is another area where we are working, everybody working. Okay, because my topic is universities beyond. If you go for the first generation, even you go old era, where the people, they go far from one person to another person, the knowledge, then the universities came and it's become like intellectual centers. So first generation universities are basically intellectual centers. But and there they can discuss about the religion and theory, and it's not necessary to science. So that time is only this intellectuals, the different people have their different opinions in terms of religion, in terms of the science, in the how the earth came in existence, how the human being. Later the scientific knowledge based on the specific methodology. So it become the university, second generation of university become the science centers. But definitely the knowledge is required, but where the money comes from, that's a question. Then they started to think about the third generation universities, and these universities become the innovation center. I always say the research is converting money into knowledge, whereas the innovation, the existing knowledge, we convert into the money. So that's why the knowledge was there in the second generation of the universities. So how to use it, how to apply it? So definitely their target was to create the money. So now the third generation university become innovation center, and they are trying to convert the knowledge into money by creating some gadgets, some medical devices, some medical modalities, some treatment, some investigations. You can think overnight all the Pfizer and all these companies become very high profile companies, and their share market will increase because they go for the immediate action. They created the vaccines and generating the money. I always talk about the industrial revolution 1, 2, 3. So currently the industrial revolution 4 is going, but nobody knows when the industrial revolution 5 is starting. I recently read one article where I say post-COVID era already industrial revolution 5 is started. And how the industrial revolution 5 is started, they converted our third generation universities into online and digital universities. So this is a new definition where the people were saying, okay, what will be the 4 generations of the universities? So currently, I believe the industrial revolution 5 is already started, and our universities are going to be in the 4th generation universities. These are online, and in the future, like you have to build the new campus, you have to create the billions of the dollars, to invest on all these universities. Now, maybe in one single room, in one computer and one handphone, there's one university is already there. And frankly speaking, the people are already there. So these are fourth generation universities, and Industrial Revolution 5 have been started. Okay, so universities, I always say, they are the engines of innovations. If you go for the successful companies like Cisco, Google, Yahoo, all of them are born in Stanford universities. These are Stanford universities projects. Right? How means if you go further, means maybe the Cisco, Google, and Yahoo budget is more than one very big country. Right? Even like this one, the Tesla is going to touch $1 trillion. Even many people, they don't have such assets, the known countries. So I always say, not only the research is definitely is required, the knowledge is always required, but it needs money. And research is whether linear or circular, it is messy and need money. But the fourth generation universities, they will save the money, and third generation universities already they save the money by creating gadgets. So that's mean the combination of third generation universities and the fourth generation universities already starting the generation of the money. In short, I can say we need to innovate innovations in a different way. Every time innovation also need to be innovated. Not we can go for the traditional way of innovation. You ask some person, please come, I have this issue and join my team and just go for this one. I want to create this gadget. Then he will go to his teacher or his supervisor in the lengthy way. Now people are innovating the innovation. They are creating their own way of innovation. In short, what is the duty of a medical school, colleges, and university? They are providing services, they are giving medical education, they are focusing on the research. Yes, they are doing medical device innovation, but it's not well coordinated. So what to do? So that is my today topic. I always say, why not we merge medical education with the innovation? And most of the advanced countries, they have done. Because services need money, research need money, medical education need money, everything need money. Why not we combine all these things to bring some devices so we can generate the money? So it becomes the reverse cycle. Before, by putting the money to provide these services, now what I think we have to go reverse. We use all these to create gadgets and to generate money. So definitely we have to be open to the change. If any new gadgets come, like those who are the traditional one, they always have some plus and minus. They preoccupied with their own. You say, Prof, this even anybody comes to me, okay, this app, this really very good for this one. Even you can go for surgical decision. Okay, I am old timers. I cannot go and I learn all these how the apps and working at this one. But definitely, first thing, you have to be open to the change. You have to accept the reality. Definitely the COVID is there. If you don't accept and you hide, okay, I'm the anti-vaxxer, I'm the anti-mask, I'm the anti, so many antis, definitely. So you may miss the train. Where to start? So nowadays, I always say the access to the information is not as challenging as before. Today, knowledge is free. Many digital libraries now they are giving the free access to the people. There is no competitive advantage today in knowledge more than the person next to you. The world does not care what you know. The real question is what you are going to do with this knowledge. What I just now said, the knowledge is there. Yes, easily accessible. No need to even remember before, like we have to go like a parrot. We have to remember ABC. If like during our exam, rather than the sequence ABC, I go for ABD, and our examiner become like agree, and we may fail. So that's the traditional examiners. Now they are the counter checks. They are many things. So knowledge is not the issue. Like you see the US medical devices industry. They're fast growing. In 2016, $140 billion, $148 billion, more than many countries. In 2019, it became 173. Now they are 220. They are expecting only in the CVS, the cardiovascular system, they go for 59 billions in coming years. So now there is a shift from the product focusing on clinician to the product focusing on the outcome. Outcome definitely for the industry is the money. For doctor, it is the safety of the patients. For patient, the cure of the disease. So outcome depends from person to person. For industries, definitely they need the money. They are investing the money, so they need the outcome. So definitely the innovation project should be collaborated with they should be communicated with collaborated with the community. If community is not, like I'm giving this one, like Mars and San Diego, iHub, A-Star in Singapore, these all are, they are working the community-based medical devices innovation projects. Okay, doctors are there, knowledge are there, engineers are there, patients are there, everything is available. So what to do? I always say bridge the gaps. Bridge the gaps. How to bridge the gaps? That's the question. Physician can save few, I always say the physician can save few patients' life, while the physician innovator can save by creating one gadget millions of lives, frankly speaking. You create, like suppose you create one CPR machine, you create one anesthesia machine, you create one pacemaker, right? You can save the millions of lives, while the doctor in operation theater and in a clinic, maybe one patient at a time, 1 or 2, 3, or maximum 4 or 5 patients. Or those hero, they may save few patients in it, but the physician innovator, they can save millions of life. There is one, like a doctor, when what he says, the reason why I went to a medical engineering is to see what engineer can do for medicine. The end goal is to translate science from laboratory into the clinic. This one I use always benches to the beds. Many things you go to the engineers. I remember I was there in one conference in, I think so, in Greece. There is one Romanian professor. He was going for the microthermal sensors. I say, he was using for environment. I say, why not you use for the patient? After amputation, after the vascular injury, patient limbs is cold. They go for some changes in the skin, the temperature changes. I say, before we go for the gangrene, so why not we use this thermal scanner that go on the micro changes in the skin temperature, and we can immediately save the limb. He was very happy because he was using for environment. The things are there in the benches of the labs. How to bring these all modern technology to the beds? Definitely by the bridging the gaps. Okay, another thing is very common, what I feel being in this area for more than 20 years. People think innovation is something big and very high and very technical things. No, not really. Sometimes very small click, some very small device can save the life. Like you are suppose I'm surgeon, we are operating, and sometimes we are difficult to approach one organ because we have the hands, we have the fingers, and that area the fingers cannot reach. So we can create one probe, and it becomes easy for any surgeon. Just I'm giving a simple example. The best way to ruin your company is to run it yourself. Most of the companies, they are the top leading company because they are run by, in the beginning they can get the success, and they can be run by themselves. Yes, because they created this idea from embryonic idea to the reality. They create one university, one medical school, or one industry, anything, but they think we can manage themselves. No, it should be done by the capable peoples, because yes, you may be good in one skills, but not everything. The company need to be executives who are skilled in transforming idea into the products. That's the way multidisciplinary teams of engineers, business manager together with physician can create some ideas, and they can move forward. So intersection of the ideas, lack of interest to blend with different professions. Cross-disciplinary collaboration provide effective way to improve on individual ideas. So like doctors have the ideas, engineers have the technique, why not to merge? And definitely, like every time I'm working with the surgery and operating with the trauma and all these in the blood and playing with the blood, so why not sometime I play with the gadgets? rather than every time I play with the instrumentation, knife, and all these things. Why not I play with the screwdriver to generate? And definitely, I need the help from the engineers. So beyond my specialty, I have to go. I always say, alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. So much. How? Definitely the. So what are the different players for the collaboration? Is I always say the science and the business depend on one another. Without a solid science base, commercial companies cannot design and develop new healthcare products and solutions. So vice versa also, this also work with the other way around. Without the ability to collaborate with commercial companies and scale solution on the market, even the best idea of the academicians, research team, and the university students may never leave the university walls. So if you want to keep your ideas in the walls, just work yourself. You want to take your idea from walls of the university to the industry, then definitely you have to work with the businessman. In summary, I can say, for this medical devices innovation, we need the physicians, we need the engineers, we need the industry. If these three pillars are not there, definitely something is missing. We cannot progress. Okay, I'm not expert on the multidisciplinary approach, disciplinary approach, interdisciplinary approach, and transdisciplinary approach. They have them all. They have some disadvantages. I given few pictures you can see, and this one. Like people think, in my opinion, I'm not expert. So, but my opinion is multidisciplinary approach in terms of the medical innovation is better. Because what happens? Suppose you bring the engineers in medical faculty, or you bring the doctors in engineering faculties. At the end, it becomes one department. When it becomes like a same culture, no change, no variation. If no variation, no change, innovation needs change. Innovation is out of box thinking. You have to stand out. You have to think out of the box. I also say to be counted, you have to stand first. If you will not stand, nobody will count you. So my observation is the multidisciplinary approach rather than mixing the two department or overlapping the two departments, it would help. So multidisciplinary approach in terms of medical innovation is better, where two different people staying at a distance or away from each other, they share their idea, they give their ideas, and other one generate the ideas and mix it and create the products. So multidisciplinary approach is better rather than going for interdisciplinary or transdisciplinary approach. Yeah, one I remember is when I was going through, he say, "You are engineers, my clinicians." As an emergency physician, Richard Zen decided one way to bridge the gap was by inviting the developers from the companies to see how he works. So doctors invite, please come in my emergency room. I'm using these different machines. Even I have no idea, but I know their applications, but I do not have how these machines work. But please look at what we are doing. Okay. Other one, look, let's pair your engineer with your clinician. Then maybe one engineer can be paired with the one clinicians. Then you will see the result. So that's the way he was 100% right. Apple has hired recently more than 40 to 50 doctors in recent years. Before, everybody was an engineer. IT technologies, micro this and macro this and all these things. Now they are hiring the doctors because they have the engineer. They want to use their engineers with the doctors' ideas to generate products. Very interesting statistic. I have seen this one, like a medical innovation, the Silicon Valley. If you go for the Silicon Valley, what happened? In 2011, only 68% of the Stanford University graduates, they rather than going for their residency program, where roughly the $500,000 is a doctor is earning per year, they left the medical profession. But they start their startups because Silicon Valley was nearby. So they go for startup ventures, create new medical devices, or seek some employment in financial and pharmaceutical companies, and they become like a big giants. They have big names. If doctor is working, because they are simply providing the services. So they roughly the 2/3 doctors, they left the residency program and joined the companies. Very interesting point, right? Similarly, some schools far from the Silicon Valley, they also like a Jefferson University, Sydney Campbell Medical College, they also follow the same technique, and the results are a bit similar, like even the Duke University. And they all, and one third of their students, they complete medicine, and after this one, they left the university and joined. And they are the like compared to the doctors, they are very rich. They say that, even look at this one. They say the Stanford universities and Silicon Valley. If there is no Stanford University, there is no Silicon Valley. So Silicon Valley is because of Stanford universities, because they are giving the ideas. Silicon Valley go for the businessman, idea generator, product generator, and they are going for live. Similarly, if you go to the MIT and Harvard University, they have been paired up. If they have no pairing, doctors from the Harvard University, they can go to the MIT. 1-2 years they go for additional, and they will get the 2-in-1 degree. Engineers at the same time they are doctor. They are engineer at the same time they are doctor. MIT graduate, they go to the medicine, so they are engineer at the same time they are the doctor. Only the problem is the issue. Either you can be a doctor, or you can be engineers, or you can be a lawyer. And other universities also, how they are the innovation is impacting their profession. They are 2-in-1, even 3-4-in-1. So invention is basically something new, like a wheel. If you see the wheel, thousands of years before, it was an invention. But the application of the wheels, you are using in the car, you are using in the fan, you are using in the wristwatch, everywhere is a wheel is there. So definitely the invention is the first, but its application is an innovation. Like you are using so making changes to something that was already established, it is innovation. A creative thought or a new idea which have some commercial value. Okay, this is, in fact, there are some people, they are going further up. They say innovation is not something creative, something new, but it is something new with some financial values. Like a car are there, smartphones are there. So what was the creative thought? Uber, Grab, right? So this is innovation. So car is not an innovation, smartphone is not an innovation, because already they're in the market for a long time. But Uber is the innovation, the Grab is innovation. Other example like internet marketing, online, you are using internet for Amazon, Netflix, botulinum, neurotoxin, cosmetic treatment. It was there for a long time. So innovation definitely matters when it comes to the application. Once come to the money, innovation creates money and allow to fulfill the customer's present and future need. Most important innovation create new business. So definitely I told you the wheel cannot create the business, but application of the wheel create the business. That's why the invention, maybe in the beginning, those who are invented the product, like radio was there and all these people, they get the money. But later, those who got the money, basically they are the innovators, not the innovation. So, okay, innovator is not afraid of failure. I always say, please, the ability to fail basically lead to the innovation. Success is 90% of the failure. You may fail many times, maybe 99% of failure, but at the end, this is not my wording, this is the pioneer of the Honda. The cost of failure is very high, and you cannot afford to make errors when dealing with the patient. But here the problem, when you are going for innovation in medical devices, you cannot go for the errors, because you are not dealing with the machines, you are dealing with the people, human being. So in summary, what I discussed just now, so knowledge converting into money is an innovation, and art research and development and money, you need the money can be converted to the knowledge. So research is reverse. So definitely the people prefer the innovation rather research. Definitely the basic research is there, clinical researcher is there, the translation research is there. So different type of research is there. What is creativity? Creativity is that you think anything. Every time you go for this one, you think a lot of things. This you are creative. That's not mean you are innovative also. Innovation is, I just now mentioned, is the implementation of something new. You thought something, you think something. Yes, very good. So you are really creative mind. But have you applied? That is the innovation. But in fact, the modern scientists, they say no. Even it is not the implementation is not innovation. Implementation of something new with generation of money. Innovation. Invention is just a simple creation of something that has never been, that never happened before, that nobody made it before, nobody recognizes before. That is invention. Innovation is different. The practical application of creative idea is innovation. Some people say innovation need insight, invention, and implementation. So 3 I's. They say you must have some insight, you must have some invention, you have some implementation program. So this is simple. The people say the fresh new idea, then invention, then innovation. And sometimes the fresh idea will directly go to the innovation very fast, like a Facebook and all these. They never go for in between phase. They simply go towards innovation. So all depends. So idea comes from the belief, creativity will generate the invention, and the experience in this application generate the innovations. That is the roadmap. That's a simple comparison, creativity versus innovation. One is simply imagination, one is the implementation, other is a process, one is a product, one you are simply generating, other one is you are developing. One is simply novelty, other one is usefulness. One is a soft and one is a hard. But I think so innovation is not necessarily it should be hard. It can be simple nowadays, is the software and all these ones, because it's always confusing. Only that things you can measure, you can see, you can feel. They are the innovation, not necessarily. Nowadays the innovation can be, you cannot touch, you cannot feel, but you can. And in all the different apps, they are not hard, they are soft also. If you go to the literature, there is 10 types of innovation, 4 types of innovation: sustaining, disruptive, incremental, radical, open, closed technique, and all these different. When I go for it, it looks like a jungle in my mind. Really a bit confusing to me how to go for these different type of an innovation, business modeling and model and enabling process, this process, that process. Right, so some say 3, some say 4, some say 10. Even people are coming with the 15 types and all these ones. But what I know, what I learn, you must have the idea, you must know the process, you must know how to develop, you must have the inspiration, you must have the growth, vision, creativity. That the way you will lead to the innovation. Whatever is the definition you feel, you just follow that definition. Whatever the methodology you want, just follow that one. But the main thing, you must be innovative. You must be very clear in your thoughts, in your ideas, your process, your development, your inspiration, how to grow, what is your vision for this creativity. My perception on innovations may be slightly different. It is not written in the books, but I learned from my own way while 20 years in medical devices, research and innovation. Some people say, okay, your child, you send him like a school, he's studying. One day he become doctor. And one day he start earning the money. Is it innovation? No, this is just a process. You are just training your children. You are good parents. You are training. Or similarly, some people say, okay, I bring the seeds, put in my farm, then they become the tree, and then I sold all the products and byproducts and get the money. Is it innovation? This also is a process. Nothing new people are doing. But yeah, if you are farming in a different way, your other people are going 10 times, you are going 100 times. So definitely that's innovative business model. Basically, if you go for in the beginning, the people who have the idea, then they have the wheel, then they have the innovation, the wristwatch and all this one, that is the innovation. So that's the way. So not training your children, or you put some seeds, at the end there is a big tree and big fruits. This is not an innovation. This is a process. How to work, isolated or teamwork. So definitely, if single person can complete that team, but if some single person is just working simply, he just may look at the side what the people are doing, he cannot bridge the gap. So we have to bridge the gap by commercialization. But there is a depth of value in between the research and commercial value applications. And sometimes the people, and because they're like a sport, they do not have the good team member, or they do not have the proper medical setup, they do not have the collaboration with the industry. They do not, they are the one with the team member in the engineer, but he's not responding, or the one doctor is busy in private practice, he's not responding. Definitely the coordination, collaboration, understanding, all the ideas should be very, very clear. If it is not there, so you cannot proceed. So most of the time, the valley of death is there, where the people have many ideas, many products, but at the end, they never reach to the market. So this valley of death should be crossed. This another way the people think the best way to have a good idea, to have lot of ideas. Yeah, you can have a lot of ideas, no problem. You may have thousands of ideas, but please don't work on the thousand of ideas. It will be disaster. It will be failure. Many ideas, but one innovation at a one time. Out of 1,000 ideas, select one, generate one, produce one, commercialize one. So you have to follow that way. So don't think too much. 1,000 idea will confuse you only. Out of 1,000 idea, just work on one single at a time. Ranking also matter. Ranking also, if those who design all these are ranking policies, these are software only, right? But they are making millions of dollars. Similarly, those who are develop these devices, they are making a money. Can we make a money by ranking the university? Why not? Nowadays, everybody, oh, how much you have the QS ranking? How much you have the Times ranking? How much you have the US, if you are the university in the US, US news ranking? There are so many ranking are there. So definitely, even if you go to the university ranking criteria, they put. So university business model is built on the quality. The better of the institution, the more likely it is to be attract better staff and better students, who in turn attracts better ranking in a virtuous cycle. So definitely to attract the students, you need the better ranking. And definitely for the better ranking, you must have the research and innovation in your faculty and at your university. This is a very important criteria. So if you go for this one, like academic reputation, like a world university ranking methodology, the academic reputation, they have the 40% contribution. Similarly, go for the international stuff, 5% type citation and all these one. So definitely the if you go for the Times ranking, they have the research output 20%. Quality of quality, definitely the quality of quality is based on how many staff you have, the Nobel Prize winner, how many you have the medals, how many your citations are there, how many, all the Google Scholar you have, so many. So all these are required. So these are the different criteria to go for the university rankings. I'm not going to detail on this one because this is not the topic, but just to inform you, number of citations, number of the the products that is already patented. So all these are required to get the higher ranking. Top universities by Reuters is, so definitely all this one, they are using all these different ranking criteria inside Web of Science and all these ones. So if you are good in all the, even the patent citation index is there. So many citation index are coming. If you are there everywhere, so your ranking will be higher. Otherwise, you will be behind. So medical devices innovation, even many universities, they are using like what is their object. They are using the therapeutics, devices, clinical, everywhere they are going for innovative way. So where is the problem now? We have doctors. We have the universities. In the university, we have the doctors. We have the engineers. We have the linked with the industries. But where is the problem? The physicians, they think we are from Mars. Engineers think we are from Venus. Physicians do not have the education, experience, and network or money to get their idea to market. They know the medical knowledge, but in terms of others, they have no idea. Engineers sometimes do not have the ideas. They have the expertise to create one idea into reality. So problem is a big gap. So what to do? Should I go for the one side, the opportunity is there, one side, the reality is there? Just wait, because the gap is there. If the gap is there, what to do? Up to you. So you mind the mind-body bridging? You mind the physical way of filling the gap? Or you will reduce the gap by technology? or good relationship. It's up to you. You want to follow the person on the left side, on the top of your left side. He using his own body and ask, please come and go on my body, and he will fall down, and they will be done. Or other person. Another one is the three people joining this, filling the gap. Up to you how to fill the gap. Others, they are sitting across on the right lower left corner. They are sitting across one, but they are communicating with each other. They are helping with each other through the internet, through the technology. They are helping with each other. So it is up to you how to bridge that gap. You want to bridge the gap with the body to body. You want to bridge the gap with the mind and body, or some technology. Up to you. So these bridging gaps will lead to physician entrepreneurs, physician scientists, physician innovators, medical devices fellow. So many new medical devices fellow, even that they are going for the medical cartoonist, medical journalist. Many new branches are coming. They have the medicine degree, they have the journalist degree, medical, the forensic expert. Many people are coming in a different way. So what to do? So you have to move forward. Even physicians are coming for the politicians. Physicians are innovators. Look at Mahathir. He was a doctor. I remember in the last Pakistan National Assembly, there was, I think so, about 20% there were the doctors. Many countries, because the doctors are very good social relationship. They have doing social welfare. So now up to you. So you want to be innovator, you want to be politicians, you want to be a doctor, or you want beyond that. Okay, if you look at my first slide, there was a click on the brain, and another one was the clock is there. Why I'm using that one? I just mentioned in the beginning, there's a 10 different types of innovation, 5 types of innovation, people are going for different type of innovation. I simply, with my experience, what I learned is there is 2 types of innovators. One is the click innovators, one is the clock innovators. Right. It's very like nobody have seen this terminology before. So I use first time in the literature. What I mean by click, you are sitting even in your bathroom, sorry to say, right? You are sitting in your laptop. Suddenly some idea comes to you. This is some illumination in your mind. You are singing a song. Suddenly you have because you are fresh, body is fresh, brain is fresh. You are taking bath. Suddenly some idea is there. Immediately, like I remember Archimedes was there. He was going there and he was taking bath in the swimming pool. Suddenly the buoyancy and all these come to his mind, and he generated the theory and all these things, right? So these are the click innovators. There's a clock innovators. I'm a surgeon. I have a lot of problem during my surgery. This problem, that problem. Or I wish, if this knife is slightly angulated at 30 degree, I can cut that area very easily. If this have like this one, so I can. But why not? Okay, you have the problem. Come out. Get the training by the engineers. Ask them, I have this issue. Can you handle this one? So you can go for the workshop. You can train your doctors. So these are the clock innovators. So click innovators suddenly come to the idea and generate the reality. They will go the but clock innovator, they learn from I give the example for clock innovators. Like suppose you go for the workshop. We have done workshop on the medical sensors, different medical sensors, ECG machine, EMG machine, nerve conduction studies, even the ventilators, all have the sensors. Okay, we generate we have the workshop. After the workshop, ask can you apply this knowledge what you got today to create some product? Frankly speaking, gynecology, same sensor. Doctor, I can use this sensor in this problem. Or somebody, I can use this one for this purpose. General surgeon, I can use this way. Everybody. So these are the clock innovators. We train them and come with some idea. Click innovators, they come with the idea, then generate the product. So both are the areas. That's why I say click innovators and clock innovators. One, you train them. One, they have the idea. Then we generate the product. Other one, we give the information. They create the ideas. So the second one, the first is they are the illumination in there. The other one, we storm them, brainstorming. We go for workshop. We train them. We give the knowledge so that they convert into the product. It takes days to month. But the other one, the first one, the click innovator, the fraction of a second, they can come with some idea. So definitely insight, invention, implementation, and fourth one, I always say industry. implementation in industrial revolution. So another my article maybe, so you can Google bridging the brain with the body for brilliant innovation. I say so 4I and 4Bs. That's my perception on this one. So click with the click and clock innovator is my perception on the innovation. So that's just to show how the click and the clock innovators work. So click one, they create the idea first. Then in the beginning, I say, please never become the leader. Sometimes everything, oh, okay, I will do. Yes, you cannot do everything. You must select the proper people. Suppose you are engineers, yes, you can be leader yourself. If you are a doctor, better you should not be the leader. Ask the engineer to become a leader. Then identification of the proper team. Then you have to go for the KPI or combined efforts. And the key performance, I use a terminology here. The reason is different universities have different targets. Some just they go for ranking. They say, okay, I was Stara 5, Stara 2, Stara 3, and 5 or 6, and all this. Their target is different. But some, like a university, a UKM and a UTM, they maybe want to product in the market. So its key performance indicators depends on the university. So click innovators, they have to create idea, have to select the leader selection, they have to go for a proper team selection, they have to go combined efforts, and then key performance targets to reach their targets. But the clock innovators are different. I just now mentioned. What we do is we go for the creative workstation. We go for the learning workshop. Then we come with the ideas. Then we go for combined efforts. At the end, we will come with the key performance indicator to make our products reality. So click in idea first, train the team, create the product. Clock, training first, idea come later, and the product will be there. Target is the same. This one is, I remember when I was at my previous university, we got like a different phases. In the beginning, we make a very small. All the university have the big machines. We just go for small creative workstation. Then we go for the spatial workspace. Then we go for the Da Vinci Club. Then we go mechatronic workshops. Right. The phase where we go for innovation week. Then we go workshop. Always people talk about workshop. I don't talk about the workshop. I talk about the workshop. Please go and see what the other people are doing. And that technology may be helpful in your area. So I say workshop, not the workshop. So I don't believe too much on the workshop. I believe in the workshop. So then come to the products. This is one of my robotic system. That's why. So then we go for exhibition. Definitely, then you can get the popularity. All these things all depends on you. So these are different innovative ideas. We have worked different. So we created like a Dr. Othorob is a orthopedic consultation system. DocMata is a I for the doctor consultation system. Alpha Numeric, Alpha Symbolic, fracture classification system, traditional classification system, virtual hospital. Then I saw the coefficient under actuated mechanism, interactive MCQ, edu air, the so and many. This one the product is the Othorob I created in one of my universities. And one of the leading, this one, my product. This was my engineering thing before. Like I say, sometimes suppose, okay, ambulance is going. I just to make you take it as funny or you take it as an idea, up to you. Suppose every time we go through the ambulance stuck there somewhere, because you have the three. Maybe, why not? I also think, why not put another one, the blue color light. When the blue color light, all the three lights off. And ambulance, everybody knows the blue light is there. Because if you remove all the traffic signal, it is very expensive. Why not on the top put one blue color? Okay, when the blue light is on, that means the ambulance is coming. All three color will be off. That means the ambulance is coming from this direction or that direction, and people will give the way. And this blue color can be controlled by infrared. Like a ambulance driver switch on the light, the blue color light, maybe from 1 kilometer. So everybody know now, oh, ambulance is coming. This is just my idea, maybe funny, but it can be. So these are my few, like this, I developed early prototype for the fracture classification system. This one is I designed another one. This is IMCQ. I remember Prof. Harden, who designed the OSCE. I met him, I think so, a few years before, I think in the IMU or Mona somewhere. So I say, and this person is scoliotic person. If he can design, why not we normal doctor can design many things? I learned from then I design and I participate in different innovation competition in Germany, Korea, and got the gold medal and all these things. And just idea. And if really it become reality, so we can progress. Even one time we got the like 8 medals, gold medal, and all this. And I saw leading in the, I think somewhere in Korea. This is when I going for Hajj. I designed one because when you are going for Hajj, lot of people are there, and sometimes this one the wheelchair can hit your Achilles tendon. I have seen the people. Then I say, why not put the sensor in the wheelchair? If any person is nearby you, it will slow down the wheel, because if you cannot stop the wheelchair during the when the thousands, not the thousands, millions of people are there. So it will slow down here, so it will not hit the nearby person. So this one is, I say, technology assisted wheelchair for ankle and foot is tawaf, right? Similar gear up is CPR. So I designed one, this one where we can go for the CPR of the patient to save the life. Locum doctor is the issue, so I created this one once, right? It's a medical application for the medical application. So this I work with the Pakistani university, and so this we have under patenting process. So these are the different contributions, different projects, and all these one we have done in Masa also. Like I remember the spoon application. Like I was talking to my because sometimes I have to create the idea about children. Okay, if I give you the spoon, what are the possible applications? You can say, okay, we can eat with a spoon, right? Even we can, so different people will come with a different idea. Like this one, you can see like then Papa, we can create the spoon restaurant. Okay, I say, what is the benefit? Is it because to this? I remember one. There is what is that? The toilet with the name of toilet. There is one restaurant. Everything is there. Like chair is like a toilet seat, right? They say, okay, Papa, we created this one. I say, what happened then? He say, this restaurant become like the curtain is like a spoon shape, the table is a spoon shape, the chair is a spoon shape, everything, the glass is spoon shape, the plate is spoon shape, the clock is spoon shape, right? Everything spoon shape is become get popularity. I say, maybe somebody apply and they'll get the. So conclusion is, take the first step. Always first step, always first. If you will not take the first step, definitely will not move. So multidisciplinary approach by bridging, no more merging or extractions. Many ideas to have best idea at one time, one idea only. Generation of idea by click and clock methodology. And definitely you have to go further. You have to save from yourself with the help of the expert to save you from the death valley miseries. Otherwise, you will lost. So this was my maybe very fast. I try my best to finish it within the time. Otherwise, I will take a lot of time. Thanks for everyone to see. If any questions, I will hand over to my coordinator. Thank you for everyone. I try my best.
Thank you, Prof. Iftikhar, for your enlightening talk. You just made us understand what's the need for moving beyond research and going to innovations. So the floor is open for questions. If anybody has questions, please post your questions in the comment box. Prof, there's a comment actually from Prof. Razif Ali.
Yes.
He has just said, thank you very much for your excellent presentation, Prof. Iftikhar. He says it reminds us of the conflict between sincere physicians and healthcare workers who want to improve the general health with big corporations. So that's the comment he left.
Yeah, thank you, Prof. Prof is a very senior professor in our Masa University, senior orthopedic surgeon before he was University of Malaya. Thank you, Prof, for your nice comments. Thank you and welcome.
Yeah. So, Prof, I have one simple question. What about the regulatory compliance as far as Malaysia is concerned, and what's the government support to bring these innovations to life? So,
Prof, this one, frankly speaking, all the medical universities in Malaysia, they are well versed because mostly they have the ethical committees, even the copyrights and patent, all these issues, they have the special department. So it's not the issue. Please come with the ideas. So these can be handled very nicely. Every university, especially the public university, they have a well-organized system. Suppose you have the idea, you create the prototype, immediately they will go for the patenting process. They have the legal expert, they will drop for you, they will pay for you. And once you get the patent under the university, they have even you are not working that university, even you get your share, even you left that university, because that is under not only you, is under you and the university. right? So all the benefits still will be there. So that's very organized system there in Malaysia for
In
this.
Malaysia. Okay. Okay. Thank you again, Prof, for your time. I think we will end the session. We don't have further questions. And
Okay.
I would like to thank everyone who got connected with us today. Thank you so much. And for your attendance, to procure your CPD points for this CME event, you can actually fill the form that will be sent to all medical group. So you can mark your attendance there, and you will get 2 CPD points for this event. Thank you once again for all those who got connected live, and hopefully many of them will be seeing our stream video later, possibly because today our faculty has the meetings that most of us are attending. So thank you again, Prof. Iftikhar, for your time.
Thank you.
And yeah,
Thank you
so
very much.
with this, I think we'll close the session today, and see you all in the next continuing medical education event. Have a good day, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you everyone. Thank you.